We're starting with the things to do once. The things to do getting started with the health score plan. First is to design meals. The goal here is to take the recommendations for what to eat and translate them into routines to prepare 3 meals each day. We've talked about the 7 foods that are recommended to have on a regular basis and the amounts that have been shown to have the greatest benefit. There's 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, 1 serving of beans 5 days a week, 1 serving of nuts or seeds a day, at least 1 serving of whole grains per day, 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil per day, 2 servings of seafood rich in omega-3 fatty acids per week, and 3 to 5 cups of coffee or 5 to 7 cups of green tea per day. Decaf is just as good as regular. This can seem overwhelming at first, to have to eat all of these specific foods at all of these specific amounts. That's why I recommend, instead of keeping tabs on each of the 7 nutrients every day, design 3 meals that you put on repeat throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, throughout your life, that get you all these nutrients without having you count tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. This is how I've translated the recommendations into a daily food plan. I actually have no breakfast. So the breakfast featured here is for people who eat breakfast. Instead, I move this meal to after dinner as a dessert. In any case, it's overnight oats with fruits and nuts. You can see I get my serving of whole grains in the overnight oats. I get 1 serving of fruit on the overnight oats, and I get 1 serving of nuts or seeds on the overnight oats. For lunch, I have salad with whole grains, beans, and extra virgin olive oil. You can see I have 2 servings of vegetables in the form of salad. I have 1 serving of whole grains, bringing me up to 2 servings total. I have 1 serving of beans, and I top it with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I'll also have coffee in the morning. I have 16 ounces, which is 2 cups. For dinner, I air fry vegetables and have some form of a protein. Seafood, tempeh, or white meat. I make sure that at least 2 nights per week I have salmon, which is a seafood rich in omega-3s. I have 2 servings of vegetables, which brings me up to a total of 5 servings of vegetables for the day. And I have 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil that I use to coat the vegetables when I air fry them. I also have an additional 8 ounces of coffee in the early afternoon, bringing me up to a 3 glasses total of coffee, and I have a green tea around lunchtime, bringing me to 1 serving of green tea. So you can see I don't have to calculate the food quantities I eat when I have a pattern of eating overnight oats for dessert, coffee for breakfast, large salad for lunch, and a plate of vegetables with a protein for dinner. I want to make a note on boredom. You might be thinking this diet sounds incredibly boring, and it's true. There is incredible choice diversity in the modern food environment. Over 10,000 products you could buy from the marketplace, from supermarkets to fast food to restaurants where you can order in and take out or eat there. But I would submit to you that real food diversity is in the number of different fruits, the number of different vegetables, the number of different nuts, different whole grains, different beans that you eat, rather than the number of breakfast cereals or number of restaurants or number of pizza toppings or flavors of ice cream. The real diversity in food is the diversity of nutrients, and the modern food environment is actually quite homogeneous in its reliance on grains, specifically wheat, corn, potatoes, and tomatoes. There is actually very little diversity, though enormous amount of choice in the modern food environment. So while this diet might seem to be routine in the regularity of having a salad every day and having oats every day, having air-fried vegetables every day, it's incredibly diverse in the types of whole plants included. So the diversity you have on this diet is when you go into the supermarket or the farmer's market and you see a panoply of colors and can have a different set of fruits or vegetables every week, when you have a pantry full of different grains and beans, and when you can have a different kind of nut each week and not repeat yourself for over 3 months. So you now have an overview of a meal plan. You can make your own meal plan, but the goal is to get all of the 7 foods to eat in your diet every day. And the more you make routines around preparing these meals, the easier that is.